Alright, so it's been a week and 2 days, and I'm having a lot of anxiety today. Um, every day since I've had dreams about him. Um, at first it was dreams of, like, good times that we had and happy moments, and, like, dreams that I wake up and he's there, and dreams that, like, he's smiling at me, and then I wake up and he's not there, and no one's smiling at me, and I'm by myself. I'm all alone. Um, the loneliness isn't. The loneliness I'm experiencing isn't really. It hasn't started to affect me too much. I'm used to kind of hanging out by myself anyways. I've got a lot of people reaching out to me wanting to hang out. If I want to, which usually I don't, I've been kind of reclusive while I'm going through just thinking about what's going on because everyone wants to talk about it. And so I'm kind of tired of talking about it. I've talked about it so much. I want people to know. I want people to know what happened to me. Not in for bragging rights, but I want people to know that are in my community so they know to keep this person away from me. Had a lot of anxiety at work because usually when I was at work I'd be getting messages from him, and not always like sweet messages, but just like this. That was when we were in communication a lot. He was very addicted to his cell phone. He was talking on it all the time. Which caused some issues between us because it's like, hey, I'm sitting right in front of you, and I'm the one who should be getting all of your attention right now. You should talk to me instead of, like, whoever you're talking to. And most times he was probably talking to other girls because he was a cheater. Actually, I found this stuff out. Like, I knew about him cheating on me all the time, and I just forgive him and forgive him and forgive him, and just be like, oh, it's not real, they're just internet people. But who knows if he met up with these people? Like, who knows if he knew these people, like, in real life? And some of them were girls that, like, were my friends. So I've completely X'd them out of my life, too, because, like, that's not cool. You don't do that. And I don't care if he says, like, oh, we're not together. That's a huge lie. And he's just a manipulator. He's manipulating me, and he's manipulating you, too. And that's just, it's betrayal that these girls would even, like, entertain him and his predatory behavior, his fuckboy tendency. And the more I think about it, it's like I get anxiety thinking about, like, what else did he lie to me about? Like, why did he call me the liar when he was lying to me constantly? Like, I've made a conscious decision in my life to not be a liar anymore, and not be a cheater, and not, like, hide things that, might make me uncomfortable if I told him. Like, I was beginning to kind of trust him, but also not trust him at the same time. Like, trust him with my feelings, but not trust his feelings or his behaviors. And that's a terrible place to be when you're in a relationship. And I should have just recognized that earlier. And, like, did something about it, and instead of just letting it get to this point where, like, I get hurt multiple times in multiple ways. I should have stood up for myself a lot sooner, and I didn't, because I love this person, or, like, I thought I was in love with this person. I thought this person was in love with me because he forgave me for a past sin that, I was actually really, really remorseful for. Like, it could have been the reason why our relationship was ruined, but the relationship as it was going was, like, every single problem that came up was because of him either overanalyzing, or him dwelling, or him just psycho-associating things. And I don't know if that's even a real word, but he's definitely psycho. And I'm trying not to be so upset, but I am upset. I'm very upset. I'm upset all over. My body's upset. I'm eating now, but I'm not eating very much, but it's more than I was when I was with him, so that's a good sign. I'm not hurting myself anymore, and I'm trying to see the positive things in myself instead of focusing on all the negative. That's the most important thing that I can focus on right now. Like, I'm keeping my hands busy. I've been working on projects. I've got a vest that I'm working on right now. I drew a little bit, but even my drawing is just, it's hard to find my muse again. And it's not his fault. It's been like that for a long time, but my muse, and if I had a muse right now, it would just be sadness. And there's a lot of aspects that I want to keep to remind myself, but I don't even know if that's healthy either. So this was just an update on my condition and how I'm feeling. And honestly, I'm not feeling very good. I'm not feeling very good at all. I still wish that none of this had ever happened. I still wish that somehow this just didn't have to be like this, but it does. I was talking to a friend of mine, and she's very spiritual, and I was talking to her about how I'm having these dreams, like I can still feel his presence in my house, like he's walking by, like I feel haunted. I feel like a haunted house, like my whole body is a haunted house, and there's all these little rooms that are full of like memories, like good and bad memories, and I'm like just walking through the hallways, looking in the doors, and seeing these past me's and past hymns, and I don't want to be that way anymore. And she was telling me that I'm feeling his energy because he's sitting in jail right now just thinking about me and obsessing over me, and like he's probably, I don't know if he's even thinking anything positive about me. He's probably thinking like, I love her and this is all my fault, which, it is his fault. It is his fucking fault. He did this to me. I did not do this to him. And he blamed me for it. But I know now I didn't do this to him. This was him. This was all him. He decided. Like, I decided to stop being a shitty person in a relationship, or just in general. Like, I decided to be a better person, and he decided to be a selfish person and take me down with him because he didn't want to be alone. Obviously, with all the cheating, he didn't want to be alone. So I'm not really a fan, a fanatic, of the whole spiritual, like, tarot reading and smudging, but a relative of mine gave me a clove of sage to light and smudge. It's called smudging. Smudge my house with all these bad energies. I think I need to do it again because his energy is still here and it's on me. And the only way I'm going to fully heal is if I get it off of me. And I still can't shake that feeling of wanting to talk to him, but I can't because of the no contact order, and that's fine. That's a good reason not to. It keeps me from doing it. So it's protecting me, and I have to acknowledge that. But I just wish I could talk to him. But I think I'd probably just yell at him at this point, so it's good that I can't talk to him right now. I need to focus.